everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who don't know, my name is Caterina, or Cat for short. And in today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is 2 things are happening that will change your future. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone reaches out to you, please know that that is not me. 2 things are happening that will change your future. Can we have a card for group number 1, please? Can we have a card for group number 2, please? Can we have a card for group number 3, please? Group number 1, you have Fire Dragon, Co-Create with the Universe. It's number 53, and you have the Opalite crystal. Group number 2, you have Fire Ox, A Beacon of Light, and number 14, you also have the yellow Jasper. Group number 3, you have Wood Rat, Aligned with Your Purpose, and you also have the Tiger's Eye Heart. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and also the Wood Rat is number 1. And I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Opalite, and your card is Fire Dragon, Co-Create with the Universe, and it's also number 53. The energy that I get from this card is like growth and expansion, and I'm also seeing somebody come into your life that's going to help to kind of structure things or change things for you. I'm also seeing like networking events, talking to people, so it could be there where you meet someone who helps change kind of the path that you're going on, or helps you get to where you want to go. So this could be just having a conversation with someone and getting an idea from that conversation about something that you are interested in. It could be someone with a job opportunity, or you could be hiring somebody for your own business. But it definitely seems like there is someone else involved in the situation. And it could even be that you're starting something, a project or a business with someone else, or you are going on a journey with someone else. So I definitely feel something like that is coming through here. And it seems like there's activity after a period of rest or a period of research, working on things and then putting things into action, something like that. Or if things have just been stagnant for you and you haven't seen any movement in a particular situation, I feel like that's going to really get moving for you. So basically it's kind of like any plants or seeds that you have planted. Sorry, I can't talk. Any seeds that you have already planted, I feel like they're getting ready to bloom, blossom, and really start to see some benefits from all the hard work that you've put into something. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your other cards. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? 2 things are happening that will change group number 1's future. All right, what else? What else do you want to say? Okay. Let's see what we have. Obstacle. Find another road, flexibility, and change. Okay, this is what I was talking about. So remember when I said it feels like there's activity after a period of either planning, researching, or stagnancy? This is being removed, okay? So it's almost like for a period of time, you were either researching this or figuring out how to move it or figure out like, you know, what is this? What can I do with it? So let's say, for instance, like you were researching a plan of action and you couldn't move forward until you had, you know, A, B, C, D. Well, now you have that. And now this right here is being removed from your path. Okay. I also feel for some of you, you were kind of redirected a little bit, or you found an alternative solution, or that person I saw that plays a prominent role in this part of your journey, that person could be removing this obstacle. That person could be providing an option for you that maybe you didn't see before. Okay. Now let's see what else we have. The records, remember why you came, be bold, and legacy. Okay, so this also goes with what I was saying. Remember, I was saying there's, and I just said it with this card too, but there's action after a period of non-action. And Spirit is saying it's time. Be bold. Remember why you started focusing on this in the first place. Or if you've had a sense of stagnancy in your life, you know, remember why you're here. What are you here to do? And I feel that part of your situation, your path forward, I feel one thing that's happening is the situation that I mentioned that you have with another person. There definitely seems to be someone else involved here. And it could be a very brief interaction with somebody. For instance, I'll give you two examples. Let's say that you're at a networking event and you have a conversation with someone and it just makes you think like, oh, that's the missing piece that I couldn't figure out. I couldn't think, you know, like I was trying to figure out how to put A and B together. And I had a conversation with this person and all of a sudden something they said sparked this idea in my own mind and everything's coming together now. Or another example, let's say that you are trying to start a business or you want to go on some other journey or adventure or something like that, and you need a loan to do that. And you just happen to meet the right person in the right facility who gives you the right loan amount that you need, something like that, right? So those are kind of examples where it could be short term, where you just meet this person and they play a huge prominent role in getting something moving, but then they kind of move out of your life. Then the other thing would be where you meet somebody who kind of stays in your life longer. So it could be an employer, or you hire an employee to help you run your business, or it could, you know, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be related to work. Sometimes I use those examples just because, you know, a lot of people can identify with that and say, oh yeah, my situation's different, but I can still see, like, metaphorically speaking, how that is relevant. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Oh, and this one? Okay. Oh, look, you have full moon in Leo and go wild. And here you have be bold. Okay, so you have the lion, which is obviously bold. Be bold, go wild. So I feel like you have no limitations right now, or you should expect to have no limitations, or you should just move forward without any limitations. Don't let your mind hold you back. So if you've had a period of stagnancy or obstacles, don't let that hold you back from being so passionate about where you see yourself going and where you want to go and how you're going to get there. I mean, look at, you have the dragon here and the lion here. There's a very, very powerful shift in your energy, in the energies around you, that are going to help you get something that you've been wanting to achieve, or a place that you've been wanting to go. So I feel there's something about letting go of the past. So that could be, I'm feeling like it's more like a thought process of, for some of you, this thought process is letting go of thinking that you're going to have future obstacles just like you did here, okay? And then for others of you, it's letting go of the past where you, like, you're ready to go. Okay, so if you've been planning and planning and planning and planning, you're ready. You don't have to keep planning until you feel ready, because that may never arrive. Okay, so Spirit is saying just get going with it, and then, you know, there are things that you will learn along the way, but what's most important right now with this energy that's coming into your life is to get started with something. And then we have first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. I feel like this has something to do with you, like be kind to yourself, be true to your heart, and follow, I'm hearing follow your bliss, follow what you want to do, what like the things that you want in your life. It's time for you to put yourself first and to pursue these things. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Ooh, I feel like these want to come out. All right, what else? All right, let's start with these. Wow, these cards even have a lot of energy. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. So you have the 3 of Wands here. Everything I've said so far, you're ready to take action, and the universe is ready to co-create with you. So any energy that you put out into the universe right now, especially regarding this type of situation that we're talking about here, the universe is going to be there to help you be in the right place at the right time, to help you talk to the right people, to help you get the right information, to help you get something off the ground. And this is the time that you're going to start to see results. So yeah, definitely don't be afraid to move forward. Yeah, see, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So for some of you, this could have something to do with work or starting something new, starting a new phase in your life, building something from the ground up. So that could be building a new life for yourself. You know, it's time. It's definitely time. And this, how it seems cold in this card. And then here with this bright sun, I'm feeling like it's spring or summertime. So that could be literal for some of you where, you know, the season's changing, or it could be, this is a timeless reading. So maybe something's really going to take off in the springtime or the summer, or maybe that's when, you know, you started working on things and then there was a period of time where you had this obstacle. So on a more metaphorical side, what I'm seeing is that something's thawing out. And remember, I was talking about those seeds that you planted. Now they're ready to bloom. That's because it's time. So that's what I'm seeing with, you know, the Fire Dragon and the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower card. So with the Tower card, some of you were redirected. Remember I said that with the obstacle card? Some of you were redirected. And also this makes sense where we're going from winter to spring, or from summer to winter and then spring, right? Because what I mean by that is how some of you had an obstacle. So some of you may have started this in summer and then you had an obstacle which then took you into winter, but things are thawing out, okay? And it's interesting here with this particular Tower card, if you can see, the lightning hasn't actually hit the tower. And there's actually a person right here. And in the traditional tower card in the traditional decks, the people are falling out of the tower. So this is telling me that a storm that was creating an obstacle or creating a pause or a period of stagnancy is moving on. And what's coming out after that is the sunshine over here with your first card, and then the rainbow. Yeah, so it's important that you know with this Tower card, any delays, obstacles that you experienced, now they're being removed. And there may have been a very, very specific reason why those things were there. And now there's also a very specific reason why it's time for you to move forward, because now is the time for this project idea, whatever it is that you have, it's time for that to blossom. And then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying here? This cup is something coming into your life. So this is that first thing that's going to make a change, where because something may have created a pause in your life, you may have been feeling like you were losing hope on the situation, but something's coming in that's going to change your future. Absolutely. And I feel that another thing that's going to happen is that when this person comes into your life that helps to change things, and I'm hearing for some of you, the person that I keep seeing could be a situation where something kind of pops up. So it could even be this way, where somebody online, so let's say you're kind of scrolling through YouTube videos, or maybe you watch a video and then there's an advertisement for another video that comes up. You could watch a video that gives you an idea or that helps you in some way to move forward. So in that sense, yes, a person posted that, but you may not interact with somebody in person. Does that make sense? So that's what's kind of getting this thing kickstarted, and it's the universe helping you. But then it's like the second thing that's happening is that you're feeling energized again. You're feeling ready to conquer this goal that you have. And so there's a sense of excitement that comes back. Yeah, so I feel, along with what I was just saying, so this is the Devil card. So along with what I was saying, I feel that your fears or any obstacles that were there, they fade away. And you start to feel more confident that you can actually accomplish, whatever this is that you have going on here. The Page of Swords, yeah, see? So this is that new idea, a flash of inspiration, things coming together, which is leading to this huge transformation that we see here with all the butterflies. And what I was saying earlier, remember how there's it seems like you're communicating with somebody, or you're receiving some sort of communication somehow from the universe. And then that's what gets you out of feeling like there's a huge obstacle, or maybe not feeling, maybe there literally was an obstacle, but it's being removed for you. The World, yeah. So again, this is pointing to everything that I've said so far. You're at the end of a cycle, okay? And remember how I was talking about the seasons? What was it? Oh yeah, it was with the Queen of Pentacles and then the Dragon card, how bright it is here opposed to here where it seems kind of gloomy and cold like winter. So you're definitely coming upon a new season, a new chapter where you're leaving something behind, okay? And there's like a new door opening for you. Something is shifting in your life. And when you look at this World card, it looks like this person is putting things into this 3D model that is down here. So that again is confirmation that something that you've been working on is starting to come together, and then you can go into the next phase of this particular thing. Things are shifting for you. Things are in the air. Like I can feel a shift in the air. Look at all of these up here. That to me is indicating that the universe is working with you. And I'm also seeing like signs and synchronicities, even synchronicities with being in the right place at the right time, or even being prevented from going to one event and then therefore you go to another event. And it's just like serendipitous, because had you gone to the first one, you wouldn't have gone to the second one. But at the second one, that's where you meet someone who's very prominent in your path forward. Something like that, where let's say you're getting ready to go and you realize you have a flat tire. And then because you have to change the tire, all of that, that's why you can't go to the first event. Or maybe one event is canceled, so you go to the next one, right? And then that's where this big life-changing thing happens. So something like that could be happening for you, and that would be literal or metaphorical for some of you. Wow, look at that. This is amazing. So you have the Queen of Pentacles right here, and you have the King of Pentacles right below. And what is above both of these cards is the records, remember why you came, be bold, and legacy. And also, you know, the King of Pentacles can talk about building a legacy, building something that's going to last a lifetime, building a very, very strong, sturdy, structured foundation for something that you've wanted to create in your life. So having a solid plan, which we talked about earlier, having a solid path forward, and having a solid way to implement this idea that you have, this path that you have. For some of you, it could definitely be relating to your soul purpose. Some of you are changing careers. Some of you are looking for a new job. Some of you are just looking for purpose in life. Some of you want to feel more grounded. I'm getting some of you want to travel. So some of you could be traveling for work. I'm seeing a flight attendant. I am seeing planes. Maybe some of you are going to become a pilot. So anyway, you know, just kind of things like that. But this is very, very strong energy right here. The records, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. You're building something for your future. So I feel that's also something that is happening here, where the meeting someone, or, you know, someone somehow, some communication helping to change your life, that, and then you realizing, okay, I can move forward with something. Okay, so that could be one or two things. It could be lumped into the same thing, depending on how you want to look at it. But ultimately, I feel the most important thing for the second thing that's happening in your life is that you're building something that's literally going to change your future, because it's providing for you, I feel, financially. It's making you feel more secure, more grounded. And it's something that I feel you're going to have great passion for. You're going to love whatever this new phase is in your life. And I feel that it's really going to kind of change the trajectory of your life kind of in general. Then we have the Page of Cups. Yeah. So this, okay, there's a couple things going on here. So remember I said the synchronicities and the serendipitous events that could happen. I'm seeing that here. Something surprising could happen for you. And it could happen from a Tower moment where plans are canceled. Therefore, you have to make other plans. But those other plans are what kind of catapult you into this new phase of your life. Or you just happen to be in the right place at the right time, and you start talking to somebody, and then that's what changes things. Or maybe the Tower card, you know, that's this obstacle that we see up here that leads to this Page of Cups moment where something kind of surprising happens. It's a huge shift. And you're no longer feeling stuck. You're no longer feeling stagnant. Everything shifts. Really, you go from feeling negative emotions to feeling like this abundance of happiness and hope. There's also a lot of hope here, feeling like, wow, okay, there is a way forward. I am starting to make progress. And you start to see change is possible, and change is actually coming into your life. And I feel there's a huge, huge, huge blessing that's coming into your life. Yeah, there's something important about communication. I'm telling you, there's something about communication that's going to help you along the way. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Well, I love this because here you have the Page of Cups, which is first. For those of you who aren't familiar with tarot, you have the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. So do you see how we have a progression here? Because up here you have the Queen of Pentacles and then the King of Pentacles right below it. And then the Page of Cups, and the very next card is the Knight of Cups. So this is showing me that there's movement after stillness. And what's so important about these two cards here, the Page of Cups, this is when you get that information, you have that communication, someone says something to you, that serendipitous event happens, and then you have movement with the Knight of Cups. Knights are moving. and you're moving towards something that you've wanted to accomplish for a while. And also this Knight almost looks a little surprised, like, oh wow, I'm actually holding this cup. Like, I've had this movement and now I'm holding what I sought, you know, what I was seeking. Now it's in my hand. And so there's a great sense of accomplishment, a great sense of peace. I'm feeling also that you're getting more in touch with your emotions, with your intuition, because for a period of time you may have felt, for some of you, you felt very frustrated with an obstacle, and for others of you, you were so engrossed in developing plans and making sure that things were perfect that you kind of might have lost sight of movement, you know, because you wanted things to be perfect before you launched it. And I don't know if anything is ever perfect, right? Because there's always little tweaks and things that you need to make, but that's fine. Like, most people do that, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. It's very, very powerful what's going on. The Seven of Cups. Okay, this is what I was just saying, where your intuition is heightened. You're no longer feeling stuck, whether it's from an obstacle or it's from being bogged down in the minutia of things being perfect. And that opens up your creativity. That opens up your eyes to other options, to a flow of things. And I feel also you're looking at things differently, because do you see this here? This looks exactly like, I think it's the actual same tower that's in the tower card right here. So I feel that you start to look at that tower card moment, that obstacle, that pause, whatever it was that caused that. You start to see how it's leading to all of these synchronistic events, and how if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be having this movement right now. This, telling you this tower card, it's like right in the middle of all of your cards too, which is very interesting, but it had a significant purpose, and that is shifting. That tower card moment, that pause, that obstacle, trying to figure things out, whatever it is, that is shifting for you. All right, let's see what your last card is. Wow, so you have the Knight of Pentacles. I love this for you, because you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So this is further confirmation that there's movement, okay? And I love how it's also below the Page of Swords, because this particular Page of Swords has all of these amazing butterflies. This is that first thing. So this Page of Swords is the first thing that I was talking about that's happening. And from that, you have the Knight of Pentacles, where it's like, oh, okay, I've accomplished all the research I needed to. I've found the missing piece, the missing link. I have the loan I need to go forward. I can start my new job now. I can start my new project. I can travel now. I can do this. I can do that, because I've received all the answers and the universe is backing me. So that is what I have for you today. I wish you so much luck with this. And also, Spirit is pointing out to me, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, believe in yourself also. Definitely you're going to get to where you want to go. So just have patience, Spirit says. All right, if you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the yellow Jasper, and your card is Fire Ox, a beacon of light, and it's also number 14. I feel that you are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and that your vision, your dedication, your persistence, all of those things, I feel those are paying off for you. So I feel that you could be, there's a sense of feeling recognized for something that you've accomplished, because I'm feeling like this is kind of like a stage, and then there's people down here in an audience. That's like the energy that I'm getting here, where you're kind of up on a platform, you're getting recognized for something, which is then kind of launching you into the next phase of something. So I feel like that is probably the first thing that's happening, is some sort of recognition or getting to the end of something finally, because it feels like you have worked so hard and you were so dedicated. And I also feel like there was a lot of sacrifice that you put into something. So for instance, what I mean is, let's say that you are studying for something. Maybe you're graduating from, a university or, grad school, something like that. And you didn't have time for your friends. You didn't have time for your family because you were in a very, very intense program. So literal or metaphorical for some of you, something that you were doing took an incredible amount of effort, and it's going to pay off for you. I feel also there's something about you being intuitively guided with where you go next from this, because I feel there's an accomplishment, like something is ending in a very positive way. You're coming to the end of a very long journey, because you see how these stars are falling from the sky. It's like there's some sort of celebration, because it's making me think of confetti. And so then it's like you're starting the next phase of your life, which, so all like a very, very positive ending and a very positive new beginning. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. And all the sacrifices, the hard work, it's going to pay off for you. And I feel there's more balance coming into your life, where it's not going to be all work, 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 or focus on this one particular thing. It's going to be more balanced. What else can you tell us for group number, what are we on? 2. Sorry, I was so focused on these 2 cards wanting to come out. I had to think about which group we're working on here. Oh, look at that. Stepping stones, take the next step, simplicity and focus. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what's happening. You did all the hard work like over here, and that created all of these stepping stones. And also look at this universe protecting you. Do you see the light around this person? Oh, you are so protected. And I feel like, oh, interesting. I feel like the 2 things that are happening for you, and this is very simple, but it is so powerful. One door is closing and another door is opening. And of course, we're going to get more details about that, but I am seeing that clear as day with this card here. Whatever you are doing over here, all those sacrifices that you put in to something, all the hard work, all of that, stepping stones. And now you're about to go into something, oh my gosh, it's going to be, so where you're going, it's still going to be a lot of hard work, but it's not like it was over here, because it's almost like over here you were learning something. Now that could be literal or metaphorical for some of you. So what I mean by that is that when you're learning something and you're putting in all of that energy, that's the hardest part, because you don't know what you're doing, or you don't understand the concepts yet. So your brain has to work harder to understand it. Or the first time you're doing something, right, you have to go a little bit slower. You have to make sure you're doing it right. But then after you've done it for the 50th time, the 100th time, it's just kind of automatic. So that's what I'm saying with where you're going, and think of that metaphorically, okay? It's going to become easier. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to have a lot of intense energy going into something, but it's a different type of intensity. And I feel that even though this over here for some of you is a lot of fun, this is it's creating more of like, there's some kind of balance. So, for example, like a work-life balance, how a lot of people are not balanced in that, and it's becoming balanced. Now, that doesn't mean this is about work for every single person. I'm just using that as an example. The sanctuary, harmony and balance. What have I been saying? Joy and contentment. Oh my gosh, do you see what's happening? No wonder these 2 cards wanted to come out. Look at this. So it's like you're starting here with these stepping stones, and this is where you're going. Do you see why I'm saying the 2 things that are happening? One door is closing, but it's a positive door. I'm feeling like 99% of you, you're closing a positive door. And then you're opening an even more positive door. Look at that rainbow. This is so powerful. Ooh, and Yeah, okay. Remember how I was talking about how you're protected right here with the light? Look how you're protected with these stones. Very protected. You're walking in, so this new door that you're opening, I feel that it's gonna be even better than what you had hoped for. On one level or another, I feel like there's one main reason why you're opening this door, but then you're finding so much more that wasn't in the original plan. So let's say, for instance, that over here, because I kind of talked about this earlier, over here, let's say that you were in a very, very intense program of study or learning something. And then you get this amazing job, right? Because that was the stepping stone to a new job, a new door that you're opening. And then once you get that job, you love your boss, you love your coworkers, and through your coworkers, you meet other new people, new friends, and then you create new hobbies, new interests. Maybe you're traveling places now, you have more money, you can buy the home that you've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the one thing starts it, but then everything kind of blossoms from that, and you're very, very protected with where you're going, the people you're around, and the things that happen. What else can you tell us? What, these two? Okay, no. Okay, so there's 4 here, so I'm gonna take the top one, or the bottom one and the top one, because I feel like those were the 2 that were sticking out to me the most. So let's see what we have. So we have last quarter moon in Aries and work through your feelings. Ooh, okay. What I'm getting from this is that it's very intense. Everything about the situation right now is very intense. Where you were here was very intense. The celebration is very intense. And also closing that door is very intense because it was such a life-changing period of time that you were in. And now you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a celebration, but at the same time, it's like, well, now I'm closing that chapter, and it's like happy tears. So I feel like you're going to be going through a lot of emotions because I feel like things are going to kind of happen, and these changes are happening for you, and they're welcome, but it's also hard to say goodbye to certain aspects of where you were. Because I feel like you were there for a while. Or at least it felt like a while, because to me, I'm feeling like, oh, it's a long time. It's been a long time coming. Even though it was good, it's time, right? And so, yeah, a lot of emotions to process, but just know that it is going to be worth it. So worth it. Remember, here you have joy and contentment. So any anxiety, any sadness you're feeling, it's going to dissipate, and you're going to be so glad that everything has turned out the way that it does turn out for you. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to close a door. And it's even, I feel it takes so much, strength to allow things to just flow as they are, where you have to move on, you have to grow, and it's painful sometimes, but it's going to be so worth it. Look at all of this positivity that you have, especially with the Sanctuary card. Because I'm feeling with Sanctuary that where you're going, and also what I want to point out with harmony and balance is on the Fire Ox card, you have number 14 here, which equates to the Temperance card in the traditional tarot deck. So with the Temperance card, if you don't know, that is balance. That is feeling like you have everything that you need to have a fulfilling life or a fulfilling situation. Everything's coming together. And there's a sense of also healing that I'm feeling with the Sanctuary and focus on the positive. So I feel any negative feelings you have about closing one door and opening another door, it's temporary. So just, hang in there, Spirit says. Everything's going to work out so amazing for you. What else? Ooh, okay. Let's set that there. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? Just group, oh, okay. What else? What else? There we go. Okay. I have to shuffle, like there's a certain point when I know that the cards are ready, but these two definitely want to come out. So let's look at this one that came out first. Ooh, I'm so excited for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is an amazing new beginning. Do you see how the sun is shining here? Oh my gosh. And not just that, but look at, you have the water flowing here, which reminds me of the Ace of Cups, because you'll see this same kind of water structure in like the more traditional Ace of Cups. So this new beginning for you, it's literally laying the foundation of your future. And look at this archway here. You're literally going from over here to over here, okay? Where you were before, it was emotionally fulfilling, but it was also a little bit tiring, right? Because you had to put in so much energy and focus and things like that, which you're gonna do over here too. But like I said, it's a little bit different, okay? And because look here, it almost seems like there's something circular going around the water fountain. And so that's what I'm saying with where you were before. It was like getting ready to go forward. It was just stepping stones. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Now, look at how far this path goes. This path goes so far in the distance that you can't even see how far it goes. So a lot of stability, why do I keep trying to say two words at the same time? A lot of stability, a lot of growth, a lot of strength. This could definitely have to do with a new job, new career, new path. Some of you are moving somewhere. But whatever it is, like it doesn't matter what the particular situation is. The important thing to take out of this is that when this first door closes and then you open that second door, I'm feeling like it's a world that you haven't experienced yet, and there is so much waiting for you on the other side. And I feel there's a huge gift in the sense of an amazing new job or an amazing new home or amazing people around you. And so it's probably multiple things that are, you know, really, really positive. Okay, here you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I would not be surprised if this has something to do with career, especially because in the very beginning, remember I had the example of, you know, if you were in school and you were learning a new program, or even if you were learning something on your own, these are just examples, okay? So you don't have to take them literally. It could be metaphorically. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, what I was saying, how you put in so much effort into something, this is exactly that right here. This hard work is paying off for you. It is paying off big time for you. Yeah, look at that. You have the Three of Cups. I love that. So there is a huge, huge, huge celebration coming in for you. And Spirit says, take time out to celebrate. Even if you're feeling sad, because remember, work through your feelings and focus on the positive. This is an amazing new beginning. And I'm feeling that anyone, because some of you are saying goodbye to certain people who are over here in this kind of learning and planning phase, anyone who's meant to stay in your life as you journey forward, they will still be in your life as you go forward, okay? So even though your environment may change, jobs may change, because some of you maybe were learning a skill in a job that you had and you rose through the ranks of that particular job, and then maybe you loved that job and you loved the people you worked with. Maybe now you want to start your own business. Maybe you learned so much and then you kind of see how you could do things on your own now. So you're leaving something behind, but you're opening this amazing new door. So Spirit is saying, take time out to celebrate before you start this new beginning. And nothing will be lost that was meant to follow you forward. The Lover's card. Yes, okay. So, this is interesting. So there's a sword there. Very interesting. And it's right below work through your feelings. Okay, there's a lot going on in this card. definitely work through your feelings. And I think I said this with focus on the positive. It's going to happen very quickly where you go from sadness to elation to being very, very happy and realizing that you made the right choice by closing that door and opening this new door. You had a choice to make. There was some sort of transformation that you felt you were ready for in your life. And Spirit is saying that you are making the right decision with that. Do you see how this tree is burning here? And how this one has fruit on it with the snake? Okay, this is literally a metaphorical representation of closing that one door and opening the other door. There's nothing else that you could have gained from where you were before. You accomplished everything you could accomplish there. And I feel that you did accomplish something pretty significant there, and it's time to move on. And what you're moving into is that same kind of temperance energy that I was talking about with the fire ox over here. Things are very balanced. Things are very reciprocal. Things just go together so well. Everything that you've been looking for or everything that you need in this new, on this new path through this new doorway, everything just kind of comes together. And yes, it's still hard work, but it's work that you love. The Three of Wands, yeah. Ooh, this is so amazing. Okay, those stepping stones here, okay. So all the stepping stones that you walked over or walked through in door number 1, you did everything you could there, right? Like I just said. And then you open door number 2 and look at everything is coming your way. You have the sun shining on these new opportunities that are coming your way. Your hard work is paying off in just incredible, incredible ways. You have really built such a strong new beginning for yourself. And I feel that there's multiple opportunities. There's multiple things coming in. A lot of celebrations. I feel there's something about being like milestone after milestone. Like you accomplish one thing here, which is like a pretty significant thing. And then shortly after that, there's another boat and another boat. So things keep, like positive things keep pouring into your life. Oh yeah, I thought that was 2 for a minute. So you have the Four of Pentacles, yeah. So this is what I was talking about, how you've built that really, really strong foundation over with the fire ox. You worked very, very hard. You've accomplished a lot. These were stepping stones. Do you see how she's stepping on the pentacle here? So these were stepping stones, and you're building something. Building something that's going to give you a different perspective on things. What does that mean? Give you a different perspective on things. Oh, hold on, because why is that coming through? What did that mean earlier? Give you a different perspective on things. Yes, there's new opportunities, but okay, that's what it is. With focus on the positive and work through your feelings. Okay, so that's what it is. So there is a bit of sadness as you're going through this process, but pretty quickly, you're going to see these new things coming in, and you're going to see how it's adding to what you did over here. And with that, you're seeing that, oh, okay, I did make the right decision. I am building on something, and I am seeing rewards, and my hard work is paying off. And this shift, this transition that I went through, it was worth it. And it's going to continue to be worth it as I continue on in this journey. Yeah. So the Nine of Swords, there is some sort of fear with opening this new door. Do you see how the Nine of Swords is below the Ace of Pentacles? So there's a fear connected to this new beginning. So this could be a fear of change. This could be a fear of maybe I don't have what it takes to be successful. This could be a fear of saying goodbye to certain people. But remember, anyone who's meant to stay in your life is going to stay in your life. Okay? And your greatest fear is not going to happen. You have everything that you need to take these steps forward. So here you have the World card. This is literally what I was just talking about. You have everything that you need to take these steps forward. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. This little guy is so cute. He has such like a happy look on his face, and look at what's happening here. Okay. This lion here looks like it could be going after this ox. Oh my, I didn't even realize that. It looks like an ox, and that's exactly what you have over here. So the significance of these two things here, what this is showing me, is exactly what we have right here. Okay. So this is you about to walk into your new opportunities with excitement. However, you also have the Nine of Swords here, which is showing this lion here. You feel there's some sort of danger because it seems like wherever you were over here, it was kind of safe. But it was too safe because okay, so let's say, for instance, to give you an example, let's say over here you are working on starting a business and it was safe because you hadn't made it public yet. So there couldn't be any criticism outside of yourself. If somebody, let's say you have a product that you're offering, well, nobody could say, oh, I don't like that, because you hadn't put it out into the public yet. So it was safe, right? But then there's a danger, if you will, of putting that product out into the universe, because then somebody could criticize you, or it could fail, or whatever it may be, whatever thoughts may be going through your mind with the Nine of Swords. But remember, the Nine of Swords isn't happening. It's just fears in your mind. So this lion is no threat to this ox here. And that's why the ox is just like, yeah, I see you, and I don't really care that you're there. And it looks like there's butterflies over here. So yeah, a huge, huge transformation is coming. Look at the rainbow also, and you have the rainbow right up here. So just kind of go with the flow. Everything's going to flow into place for you. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but it's going to be fine. The Emperor, see what I'm saying? You're building something, and you've taken all the right steps also. So I feel this is something that's in your heart. You really have passion behind whatever is within door number 2 and also door number 1, because you pursued it for a reason. So this is something that you have a lot of passion about. And as you continue to go forward, as you continue to accumulate the goal after goal after goal, when you start to hit those goals and you keep building and building and building something, it's just such a great sense of gratitude. And then I feel also it's like there's no stopping you. I feel that you are thinking about, okay, what do I do next? And I can do this, and I can expand. And it's just like you're really a force. You just keep creating things, one thing after another. And also, so your success is one thing, but your emotional fulfillment is probably the most important thing that's happening here. You feel emotionally fulfilled on a soul level. And I just feel like that's the most important thing. Of course, you want to be successful with what you're doing, and you hope that it's productive and it works out for you, which it is, but that brings in just incredible sense of happiness and just like emotional wealth. So you have the Five of Swords. Very interesting. Very interesting. Look at all the people here. I feel with the Five of Swords, ooh, yeah, okay. So you have two people here, and you have someone over here who's carrying something heavy, and then it looks like a parent and a child here. But you have all these steps. Now, what I am feeling this is contemplation about where you've been and where you're going. So I feel as you go through this process, you're thinking about all the sacrifices that you made to get to where you are. And it seems that something that's coming in here is kind of reevaluating how you want things to go in the future. Remember how I said that there was an incredible amount of hard work within door number 1, so over here. And then going into door number 2, there's also a lot of hard work, but it's different. So what I'm seeing with the 5 of Swords is learning to create this balance in your life, learning to not burn the candle at both ends. Because like I said, it's a lot easier in door number 2, but there is potential for you to work too hard sometimes because you're so used to working incredibly hard over here. You don't have to work that much over here in door number 2. And that's probably why Spirit was showing me in 3 of Cups. Don't be afraid to take time out to celebrate your wins and your successes. And also don't take time to celebrate just in general. So yeah, I feel that the 5 of Swords is definitely talking about creating a balance in your life and enjoying things and knowing that you don't have to do everything today. It's still going to be there tomorrow. If you take a day off for yourself, it's still going to be there. And also remember, you have this card here, harmony and balance. So definitely harmony and balance seems to be very important for you, because where you're going, harmony and balance, that's part of the whole idea of where you're going. So if you don't realize that, you're going to be missing out on a huge, huge aspect of what the universe wanted for you going into this door number 2. The 8 of Swords. Yeah, you see, okay, so here you feel stuck, but you're not stuck. So it seems like there's something in your mind that is creating some sort of preoccupation, being preoccupied. Sorry, I can't talk. So something is like preoccupying your mind, and it can potentially distract you. So for some of you, this could just be pointing to what I said earlier, where it's difficult to close doors number 1 and walk into door number 2 because of those things that you left behind. And others of you, it could be pointing to something that you sacrificed over here. Now that you've made it, right? Now that you've made it in door number 2, you could be starting to evaluate that maybe it's too late to do something over here that you sacrificed. And what I'm seeing is that it's not too late, as long as you realize that you can have both of these things. You can have this amazing new experience in door number 2, whether it's work or a project or a new journey that you're on, but you can also have the lighter side of life. So it's not constantly go, 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 go. You can go out and have fun with your friends, and you can have a hobby, and you can do these things. And so I feel for some of you, it's going to be difficult to kind of make that transition because you're so used to this over here. But Spirit is saying that is going to bring even more emotional fulfillment. Like, you don't have to be obsessed with this door number 2 100% of the time. So go easy on yourself, and make sure that you have fun as well as work and focus on this amazing situation that you have. The 9 of Wands. Okay, so what this is saying is that you are absolutely going to make it to where you're going, and there is a great sense of accomplishment that comes through this, but it's difficult. However, it's all going to be worth it. And this is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm feeling, especially with these last 3 cards. And also the 9 of Swords over here. There's a mix of emotions that's happening as you go through this process. And some of you are still over here, and you're working so hard, and you're wondering, is it going to be worth it? Is this hard work going to pay off? Because I have sacrificed so much, and I'm just wondering if it's going to pay off for me. Yes, it is. So that could be what's going on over here, number 1. Number 2, it could be that you're worried about this transition, and you're worried about letting go of certain things, and how is it going to work out? And what if I'm not successful in all of this? It is going to pay off. It is going to work out in your favor. So just know that you have this amazing new beginning. Everything's coming together, and everything is going to work out amazingly for you. And that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the Tiger's Eye heart, and you also have Wood Rat aligned with your purpose, and it's number 1. I feel like you had an idea about something and you're pursuing that idea, you're taking a leap of faith with something, and you're just about ready to move into the next phase of something. So first of all, I see these little energies back here. I don't know if you can quite make them out, but they're there. And so I feel like that was kind of the idea that you had. And then you've started to move forward on this path with this leap of faith. And then you've come to this point here. So I feel like you could be at a crossroads, or you could be contemplating what your next move is. But ultimately, I feel that this is definitely related to your life purpose because you have aligned with your purpose here. And so I feel that you may be kind of figuring out things as you go. But you're following your heart. You're following this path that you know you should be taking. And so Spirit says, keep going forward, because I'm feeling like there's expansion and there is a lot of growth that's coming from this idea. And I feel that it's also setting the foundation for what you want to see in your life going forward. All right. So, and Spirit also says that you have everything that you need to accomplish this idea that you have here. What else can you tell us for group number 3? All right, what else do you want to say? That one too. Okay. See the beauty, gratitude, the sacred is everywhere. Yeah, I feel like you are going to see the beauty. I feel like you are opening a whole new life for yourself, and a lot of things are going to come out of this. So you don't be afraid. So if you haven't actually moved forward yet with your purpose, don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. I feel like that's the first thing that's happening here, is taking a leap of faith with something. And that's going to change your future, because it's going to bring in so many amazing things. So many amazing things are coming out of this. The entrance stone, new beginning, step forward, and expansion. So the most important thing I'm seeing here is step forward, because remember I said, if you haven't taken this leap of faith yet, don't be afraid to do it. And look, it looks like you're coming out of the dark here, but look at the star here. It's like you have this great idea. You're pursuing something that is in your heart. Look at this chakra, the heart chakra right here, okay? And I feel that you're ready, because I feel like you've built this stone structure here, and right now you're inside. So don't be afraid to take a leap of faith, or you have just taken that leap of faith and you're wondering, is this going to work out? Yes, it is. Step forward into this new beginning. It's going to expand your life, and I feel like it's going to bring so many amazing things into your life. Definitely fulfillment, but there's a lot of other things that are popping up, because look at your first card. You see all the flowers popping up around you, and that's what I'm seeing is happening in your life. Like, this pathway is the main thing, but then there's other things growing because you took that path. Like, you wouldn't see these exact same things if you took a different path, right? Yeah, it's exciting. And also you're very, very protected going forward. Very, very protected. Someone's watching out for you. So it could be a loved one who's passed on. It could be spirit guides, the universe in general, whatever it is. Energies are following you. Energies are watching out for you. So we have scrying, trust your visions, intuition, and plant seeds. Ooh, see? Trust your vision going forward. Trust that vision. Know that you're on the right path. And also listen to your intuition, because those things that are watching out for you, a loved one, a spirit guide, whatever it is, they're going to be planting seeds within your intuition. You're going to get some intuitive downloads from the universe. I'm also hearing don't overthink things. So you know, if you're standing at the edge here and you're just about to take a leap of faith and then you stop because you're overthinking things like what if it doesn't work out? What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? Spirit says, don't overthink things. Just know that you have all of the tools that you need. And also you have the universe watching out for you and helping to guide you. So don't be afraid to jump in and just get started. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Group number 3. Okay, new moon in Libra, know you are loved. Remember when I told you that you have people looking out for you, spirit guides, entities, whatever? Okay, know you're loved and know that you will be loved also. So this path you're going on, if it has anything to do with people noticing what you're doing, people are going to love what you're doing, okay? And also, I am feeling so strongly that this is coming from someone who has passed on to the other side. So someone is saying, hey, we're here with you, we're proud of you, we're watching out for you, and you got this. You're going to do amazing. So don't be afraid to move forward. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, and practice gratitude. Well, I feel that, yes, you can practice gratitude, but I also feel like this is pointing to how grateful you're going to be once you take this leap of faith and once you see how everything starts to come together. Because I'm picking up that the first thing that's happening is that you're taking this leap of faith. But the second thing that is happening is something that is coming about because you took this leap of faith. It almost seems secondary to you taking this leap of faith, where it's resulting from you taking this leap of faith, and it is outside of feeling fulfillment because of taking the leap of faith. So it's a result of taking the leap of faith. So we're going to look into that as we get into your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Oh, you have the Sun card. So this is showing me exactly what I've been saying, that there are so many blessings, so many positive things that are coming out from this journey that you're taking. And if you look where the Sun card is here, it's right below gratitude, and the sacred is everywhere. And I feel that's exactly what we have with the Sun card here. And with these 4 sunflowers, I feel like there's 4 areas of your life that are really going to change the most from this new journey that's happening in your life, from you pursuing your purpose. And I think that that's also why there's so much gratitude, because I feel like everything in your life starts to up level. Your energy starts to vibrate from a different, like a different frequency. And then you start attracting different people into your life, different experiences into your life. And it just feels like everything just expands in this really amazing, beautiful way that it just kind of seems to flow in your life and flow into all areas of your life. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. So I feel that something led you to kind of this awakening of your, of you pursuing your soul purpose, okay? So for some of you, for example, with this 10 of Swords, it could be that a relationship came to an end. It could be that a job came to an end. Something seems to have woken you up that there's more out there. And it also seems like whatever this was here that came to an end, it opened your eyes that there's more out there, that you deserve more, that you have more to offer into the universe, right? So something like that seems to be going on here. And I kind of feel like this. So this might have been the first thing that happened that led you to this right here. For some of you, this hasn't happened yet, but this is a blessing in disguise, especially because it's connected to the Sun card. So this is directly related to you finding your purpose and realizing that you haven't been in alignment with that yet, and that something has been slightly off balance. So there's definitely this huge transformation that's taking place in your life. Certain things weren't working anymore, and that led you to this realization that you need to make some changes in your life. Yeah, do you see? So you have the Two of Cups. This is exactly what I was just saying. Something wasn't working in your life. And it took this event right here for you to realize that and for you to make changes in your life. And then you're ushering in all of these other things that are in alignment. Remember I said that your energy is changing, your vibration is changing. And that's why you're attracting new people, places, things, situations. Even, I feel even like your, just kind of your whole mindset seems to be changing. And everything, so everything that's coming into your life, it matches your energy and everything flows so much easier, because I feel over here, you had difficulty with something. It was like, almost like coming upon a brick wall, like trying to get something accomplished or conversations or something like that. And no matter which way you turned, no matter which way you tried to go about it, something just wasn't working. It wasn't lining up. And that's exactly why you have these stars here, okay? Because it took this to wake you up, that there's better for you. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yes, okay, so do you see how the Queen is holding this cup and kind of intuitively feeling, what does this cup mean? What is inside the cup? What do I want to put inside this cup? That's what I'm saying. Something changed the way that you're thinking about things, your perspective on things, and it jump-started this new life for you, this new opportunity, because I feel like you were not receiving what you should have been receiving in a prior circumstance. You were putting in all of this effort and not getting enough in return. So let's say that you're putting in 100% effort. I feel some of you were getting maybe 50% return, some of you maybe 20% return, and for others of you, it might have just been at zero. Okay, and something seemed to shift with your mindset when there was like a last straw. I feel there was a last straw here. You started contemplating things, and I feel that it was like a very spiritual experience. And Spirit is saying that if you're there right now, if you're here in this kind of darkness, first of all, understand that the sun is coming up here. And also look at these stars. This event here is directly aligned or in alignment with you finding your purpose, with you starting to see things differently. And I feel that you're going to start to get downloads from the universe. If you're here right now, just trust in the process. And also look here on the Two of Cups. You have each person here has a star above their head. Now, this could be that you're meeting certain people who will be significant on your path, but it could also indicate situations coming together. So again, this is people, places, things, situations, circumstances changing, and it being more reciprocal. Do you see the difference between the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups? This is not working, but this is. So this is what you have to look forward to. So definitely it's very, very important that you listen to your intuition. The Nine of Cups, this is success, okay? So you're walking into success. What is happening here is that you're doing something that you want to do. It doesn't matter if somebody else thinks it's a good idea. If you believe it's a good idea and your intuition is guiding you in this particular direction, then that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And there's a great sense of fulfillment that's coming in from this, a great sense of satisfaction. And you receiving everything that you've wanted, that you were trying to get over here, but it wasn't working. This was actually blocking you. And you know what's interesting too, is that back here, you see where there's darkness here? but then it's a new beginning and you're stepping forward and you're expanding. It's because wherever you were here with the Ten of Swords and back here where it was dark, it was not aligned to your highest good. Okay. And also look at the star here. Remember I pointed this out when I first turned over this card? That star that's your purpose, which we're talking about with the wood wrap. So that star and these stars on the Ten of Swords line up. So something that was negative is actually leading to this new beginning. And you're going to be very, very successful. Yeah. So you have the Moon card here. This is literally what I was just saying. The universe is acting in very mysterious ways in your case. Okay. You're being guided down a path where you're going to find your purpose. And was it painful? Yeah, for some of you it was with this Ten of Swords. Was it necessary? You know, that's a question that sometimes I have when situations come about, and it's like, why did I have to go through all that? Or why did that person have to go through all that just to come out the other side? And like, couldn't it have been easier? You know, sometimes that's my question for the universe, but sometimes that's what it takes to get you on the right path, right? So you're protected. Just know that you're protected as you go forward. You're being divinely guided. And definitely, definitely, I feel the most important thing is to listen to your intuition. Really, really tune into your intuition and trust. Trust that intuition. Trust that you're being guided in the right direction. And also trust if you come upon a crossroads going forward, trust that you're going to make the right decision. Don't second guess yourself. Don't let your ego get in the way. The Page of Cups. Yeah. So, okay, a couple things going on here. First of all, a surprise is coming out of something that was painful, possibly unexpected, but what it is doing for you is creating growth, and it's also giving you wings so that you can fly. So that you can fly free and pursue what it is that you're supposed to be pursuing in this lifetime. And so it is okay for you to take a minute or two to kind of assess the situation, to think about things, to reevaluate things. So definitely take your time. You don't have to rush through this process. And know that you're being guided. Know that, you know, the universe is not out to get you because of something that happened here with the Ten of Swords. So I feel that there is some form of communication that's coming in, some sort of guidance that you're going to be getting. So this communication could be coming in through an actual person, or it could be coming in through a psychic download, or it could even be through like watching something on the internet, watching a video, watching a movie, or you know, something like that, where a message comes through, where the message perhaps wasn't meant, so the message was meant for you, but let's say that you're just watching a movie and randomly you hear something or someone says something in that movie and it clicks something in your brain. Okay, so that can also be this form of communication that's coming into you. And it's really going to allow you to move forward in a new direction and allow you to just really level up your energy. It's also, you're going to be, so, okay, there's a wish that's being granted here. So you're pursuing something that's leading you on this path where your wish is granted. This life that you've always wanted is right there in front of you, just waiting for you to accept it. The Ten of Cups. Do you see what I'm saying? I was just talking about your dream coming true. And you see there's multiple things going on here. First of all, your dream is coming true. So if your dream is to have a safe and secure life, then that's coming true. If your dream is to pursue a career that you've always wanted to pursue, that's coming true, right? Because there's multiple things. You have the cups up here with the rainbow, and then you have the house here, you have the cat and the dog here, the couple here, the water flowing. So you're reaching a point of great emotional fulfillment. And look at how this Ten of Cups is below the Ten of Swords. So what I'm seeing here, the amount of discomfort that you felt with the Ten of Swords, that is being flipped on its side. Remember I showed you how the sun is coming out here and how it took the darkness for you to find your dream and figure out how to make your dream happen, which it does happen with the Nine of Cups here. It just happens in like this really weird, mysterious way. It's almost like some of you are redirected. Some of you thought that this here was the way to your dream. And then the universe was like, oh, no, that is not it. And then with the Moon card, they redirected you, and it was a very painful, confusing process, but that happened for a reason, okay? So you flip that on its side, and then you have the Ten of Cups. So any amount of discomfort that you felt, I feel that that is reversing into this incredible abundance of everything coming together and being very grateful that it actually turned out the way that it did. I feel that's why you have the Gratitude card here. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. The energy that I'm getting from this is that something came to an end when you didn't want it to come to an end, and it threw you for a loop. You're like, wait a minute, what just happened? Now I'm on my own, I'm out here, it's freezing, it's cold, and I have nowhere to go. I don't even know where I am right now. But again, look at the stars that are on this card and look at this opportunity that's right here. I feel like your life purpose was always right there, right? I mean, of course it was, because it's your life purpose, but it was like just beneath the surface of you recognizing that that's what you're supposed to be doing. And it took this event, this twist of fate for you to almost kind of push yourself further, to challenge yourself, and to put yourself out there, and to really call in this new energy and, you know, accept this energy and really kind of transform your life, but truly transform your life. And so with the Five of Pentacles, it's right there. It is right there. It's just waiting for you to basically accept it, say yes to it, recognize it, things like that. And also, you know, so on this card, see the beauty. The first word down here is gratitude, okay? The sacred is everywhere in gratitude. And look at your very last card in this top row. It also has gratitude. So it's a journey getting to where you're going, but you're going to be so grateful. The Hanged One. Okay. Remember what I said about taking your time? You don't have to rush this process, because I feel like where you're going, it's all about you. You know, it's all about you pursuing your life purpose, you doing what you want to do, and you finding fulfillment. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you won't be able to, you know, share your time with other people and give to them and receive from them. But right now we're talking about you. You are the main focus right now, and you finding your happiness, your purpose, your direction in this life. So Spirit is also saying to take time for yourself, to allow certain things to settle around you, let the dust settle from whatever this is here, and really do a deep dive into, you know, your soul growth, your spirituality, whatever it is, and allow yourself to like give yourself that gift of, you know, some of you need to find yourself again after this Ten of Swords moment. Some of you need to reconnect with yourself or reconnect with your, you know, your intuition, your spirit guides, whatever it is. But take your time and just know that things are transforming for you. And transforming in a very positive way. You are literally on the brink of something coming together for you, but this wouldn't have happened if certain things did not fall out of your life and change, right? So definitely for you, the two things that are happening, number one, I feel that something's coming to an end, which is bringing in this new beginning. Okay, and this new beginning is the second thing, which is you finding your purpose and taking a leap of faith and going forward with something, which is then bringing in this incredible sense of gratitude and this just you achieving a dream that you've always had. The Seven of Pentacles. What have I been saying? Don't be afraid to take your time. Don't be afraid to evaluate things along the way. You're going to figure it out. So here's the thing, okay? You're going to be making progress, and you're already making progress. Whether you realize it or not, you are making progress because you're starting to think about what comes after this event right here, after the Ten of Swords event. And as you go forward, okay, so what is so significant to me? I was going to say, do you see what I'm seeing here? Is that this rat is going forward on this new path, right? And then the rat has stopped to contemplate things, because remember I said it seems like you might be at a crossroads or something like that. We have something similar with the Seven of Pentacles. This person has stopped what they're doing and they're evaluating their progress. They're thinking about, okay, things have come this far. Am I still on the right path? Do I need to add anything? Am I doing okay? You know, so evaluating all these things. And I think that's something very, very prominent in your situation, is that you're protected as you go forward. Remember, you have the tiger's eye heart. And one of the biggest reasons why you're so protected is because you are following your heart. You're taking a chance, that leap of faith. You know you are loved. You have people looking out for you, spirit guides, things like that. Okay, so you're also being guided. So take your time. You don't need to rush anything. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Sun card, the Two of Cups. Everything is going to work out amazingly for you. It's just that it came about in kind of a surprising way, a little bit of twist of fate, something like that has happened, but it's going to be okay, and you're going to be on top of your game. I'm telling you, you are leveling up. And certain things that were on your path before, like before this Ten of Swords happened, it wouldn't have necessarily prevented you from getting to the Nine of Cups, which is your dream come true. But I'm feeling like it almost would have lessened the sense of gratitude, or it could have like dampened, because I'm feeling like a wet blanket. It's just kind of uncomfortable. So it would have somehow lessened the celebration and this up leveling, because it's almost like you wouldn't be able to celebrate it as much as you can without this Ten of Swords. It feels like something here didn't want to see you doing and being your best self. So that could even be a thought process that you have that came to an end. So maybe with the Ten of Swords, you were just terrified to make a change. You were terrified to take a chance, to take a leap of faith. So for some of you, it may have been a person or a situation. And for others of you, it was just your mind, where you needed to expand your mind and realize that it is possible for you to pursue this dream, and that nothing is holding you back other than things that you allow to hold you back. All right, let's look at your last card. The Six of Cups. Oh my gosh. So for me, the Six of Cups can definitely indicate your life purpose, because this is like something that is in your soul, like your soul contract before you even came onto this earth in this lifetime. And you're being reconnected with that. And also for me, this can also indicate some kind of surprise event where something kind of happens out of the blue. Sometimes it can be something unexpectedly that happens, you know, kind of like you unexpectedly get this cup with the flowers in it, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that today. So that's what I can get sometimes with the Six of Cups, and I'm feeling it in your reading. So it's definitely connected to the Moon card, which is right above it, which is that kind of surprising energy here, where it's like, well, I guess I'm on a new path. I don't know where I'm going, and I'm not quite sure why I got here, but I guess I'm just going to go with it. And then as you start to take those steps forward, that's when you start to realize, okay, this is making sense. And then you're going to know exactly where you're supposed to go. And it's also, and then for others of you, this is something that you've wanted to do for a very long time. And because this Ten of Swords happened, you're saying, okay, that's it. I am done sacrificing my time, myself. I'm going to pursue something for myself now. That is what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.